And that's just the bash bar holding that on. Howdy. As you can see from the last video that Chad was working on the bash bars. We now have them on the car and pretty much ready to go. Just need to paint the bad boys, and so we can keep them from rusting. It's a little smoky in here. Here's the rear one. You can't probably see it too well, but it's here. Yeah, there we go. A little better. So got the rear bash bar on with the hitch and everything. Only the last big step that we need is to get the car tuned, and then we'll pretty much be ready. I need to go get the trailer and my hitch. I left my hitch at Chad's by accident. Shout out to him, In Motion Fabrication. He's the one who helped me out get these bash bars turned out as fast as he could. Was a goodness gracious, a huge help to me. Big, huge help. That's what I was trying to say at the same time. So there's a few more kinks we need to get worked out. I don't know if I'm leaking water somewhere or what's going on. The temps were a little weird on the drive back, but it also was like 30 degrees when I drove home yesterday. It was super cold. I thought Girl Like was gonna walk in here. Anyways, so I'm really pleased with the way the engine bay turned out. Looks pretty decent. Just a few minor things that need to be done is all the signal wires, or the switching wires for the fans that are on the oil coolers and the intercooler have not been hooked up to switches yet. So that's something I need to do. But the list is getting much smaller, so I'm pretty happy about that. I don't know if we're gonna be able to switch the dash out in time. It's kind of a low priority, as that's not keeping the car from working or doing anything. It's purely aesthetic, so not a huge priority. What I'm gonna get working on right now is getting the bumper fitted up. I had to notch the fenders up front, as you can see, to clear the bash bar. So those are decent enough that we can get them mounted up and everything and ready to go. And then I'll stick the front bumper on to make sure all the clearances are good there. It should be, actually, just for a little testing thing. I'm probably gonna die of carbon monoxide poisoning, but you know, there's worse things. So we'll go ahead and get this. So you see that center groove right there? That should slip right over the bash bar. So we'll just kind of walk it up there, just like so. This is pretty difficult, so you can kind of see the tip of the bar right here. So that's gonna fit right onto this groove. And that's just the bash bar holding that on. It slips so well into that grooves. I want to say grooves, multiple, but so that should work out really well. And that's almost the furthest point out on the car. That's most likely what I'm gonna hit on other people, assuming people have like things that like curve under, as mine's curving out. So especially on the back side of someone's car, shouldn't be a big deal. So and the rear bar is pretty tucked, so I shouldn't have any clearancing problems with the rear bumper, other than just having the square cut out for the hitch, so that's accessible. So you can see it barely sticks out from where the taillights are. So it's mostly there just to keep people from destroying the back end of my car. So, all right, we're gonna get to working on this. I may end up pulling the bash bar off so that we can get it painted. May tackle that tomorrow. It's pretty cold today. It's probably gonna be pretty cold tomorrow. I think it's like maybe 30 degrees outside ish. Let's show you guys real quick. The weather looks wonderful. That's just my breath. So, got the greatest of conditions to work in. You can see there's some frost that's built up on the first gen. So, definitely is cold. That is solid ice. We're definitely have to let the, yep, that's iced over as well. Dang it. So, there's a better view of the bash bar at least. So that looks pretty good. Yep, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. And we got a nice little jack point back here. So that way we don't have to go all the way back to the diff now. We can just stick it right there, jack the car up. Good as gold. Good as gold. So. And if I want to, I can back the hitch up and use it as a lock for the shop. I don't know why I would ever do that, but I mean, it's a thing. Been crunching on the car a bit, trying to get everything situated the way I like it. Everything's not quite perfect, but it's good enough. So you can see I've got the body panels on. There's a bit of a gap right here. Mostly it's because when we did the front bumper onto the car with the bash bar, I didn't have the fenders with me. So we ended up not really getting everything lined up as well as I thought we did. It's about roughly an inch too long, not a huge deal. Just kind of gonna roll with it for the time being. I may hit up Chad and see if there's some time somewhere we can kind of get this situated. Everything lines up a little better, but for the most part, I'm very pleased with the way it looks. Now it's back on the ground. I actually have a usable toe strap that is what am I rolling against? That's like dragging really bad. What is that? There's something underneath the car? Oops. I forgot I put that drain pan under there. Okay, well, mistakes aside, I'm really pleased with having the toe strap right in the center of the car. Looks really good. Need to wash her up a bit. We got the back bumper on and actually in place. So it is on the car solidly with the hitch poking out just a tad, just like the way I wanted. What else? Oh, I updated the switch panel. We added the other fans, as you remember, the intercooler fan as well as the oil cooler fans. So now we have 7 switches. So all 3 along the bottom are for the pumps. So this will be the brushless, this will be the surge tank pump, this will be another surge tank pump, another surge tank pump. So all 3 of these run the surge tank pump. So we have backups. So this will be the main one, this will be the brushless pump in the tank. We don't have to really worry about. So we're gonna have that running full time, one of these 3 running full time, and then oil coolers, and then intercooler, and then don't worry about the 4th switch. That looks really good. Got the Daydream Motorsports in there, a little crooked, so that way it looks a little askew. I don't like it straight up and down because then I nitpick how straight up and down it is. If it's not perfect, it bothers me. Just like these, I made sure that the D followed this body line, and I did on the same side, or same as on the other side. So right now I am filling the car up with regular pump. Got pump gas on those after we had drained the E out of it. Whew. If it sounds like I'm out of breath, it's because I'm tired. I'm ready for this to be done. So tomorrow we have the dyno day, or dyno hours set aside with Brandon. I got to help him with his car a little bit. He's taking his S13 to Grid Life and at NOLA. So once I finish up with my car on the dyno, we're going to tinker with his a little bit and get it ready for paint. But I'm hoping that everything goes pretty smoothly with getting this thing done, so that way we're ready to go for Drift Week. Man, this is rough. So tired. All right, so I'm gonna get back to filling the car up with gas, and I'm gonna tinker with the tune a little bit. It should be good enough that we're pretty much set for the dyno. As long as we make about 300 wheel, I'll be pretty happy. I don't think that's gonna be an issue with the new turbo. I probably could use like I know it doesn't seem right, but like a script, because I kind of get off on tangents. Definitely something to think about. Pro YouTuber, y'all. So the car's filled up, ready to go. I have the new tune on the tablet. It's a variation of my E-tune. Just basically switch over to gas, a little bit of timing pool. Should be decent enough to at least get me cruised over to Brandon's and see what's going on. Okay, gonna cut me off, but hopefully it only goes for a couple hours at the most, and then can get back here, get those other Mucho Machos mounted, and then start like cleaning all this up. So that way when we get the trailer, we can pull it in here and start throwing everything we need on it. As far as parts, clothes and everything, we can kind of pack the day before. Just rather get all the necessities that we need for the car here are on the trailer first. We'll probably throw the helmets and clothes as much as we can in the car, and all the hard parts will probably stay on the trailer. As much as it would suck to lose those, comfort and being able to maintain ourselves on the trip is a little more important. I think we're there. I really think we're there. I'm really scared, but we'll see what happens. Just kind of make sure we got everything covered and not be stranded. I really don't want to be stuck somewhere. I know there's a lot of people in the Rotary community that could probably help out. Hopefully you guys watch these videos and can help me out, but we'll see how it goes, and you guys get to come along the way. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Check out all my sponsors: Central Speed Supply, Atkins Rotary, Deatschwerks, McLeod clutches, and Carbyne design wheels. I'm gonna have a list sometime and have them all. But all right, I will catch you guys next time.
While many can pursue their dreams in solitude, other dreams are like great storms, blowing hundreds, even thousands of dreams apart in their wake. Dreams breathe life into men and can cage them in suffering.